Hi there. I got a smile on my face because I got my hand on Hickory here, who likes to hang out in my winter sleeping bag here. Anyway, I want to talk today about Epstein and Princess Fergie and Ghislaine Maxwell because there's an interesting lesson to be learned here in terms of independent travel. Now, if you've been following my channel, you'll probably know that I talk about independent travel. I talk about the work you need to pick up to get money to travel, casual work, simple work, gardening, building work, little jobs basically that can sustain a traveling lifestyle. And my target audience has generally been young people at school and college who want to travel, need some confidence, people stuck in work who need the confidence and courage to break away and go traveling and give it all up or put it on hold for a bit, try something new, but also retired people. But I never really thought about rich people much. I know that there's, when you talk about independent travel and the gap year and traveling in Asia independently for a long time, a lot of people just think it's rich people doing this. And there's some truth to that because a lot of rich people do go traveling in Asia and India and South America, South and Africa and stuff, because obviously the parents have the money to say, well, go off, you can go traveling the world, boy, and when you come back, we'll get you a job when you come back. And if you get into trouble, we'll pay you out. And there is a bit of that going on, and I don't really know much about that. Don't really want to comment on it, except to say maybe they can learn a bit of humility by doing that. But what I've come across recently is the idea that super rich people can actually learn from this too, because I just bought this book. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. It's called Entitled by Andrea Lowney, story of Prince Andrew and his wife Fergie, Ferguson's surname. I don't know what her real name is. And obviously entitled is what it's all about. But if you look at the life of Fergie in particular, and him for that matter, but particularly her, she basically married into the royal family, great wealth, and used it very heavily to live a life of luxury. And when she got divorced, she continued using the name that she had built up with Andrew to go out with these fabulously wealthy, usually foreign princes and billionaires, to go on 9 holidays a year and just live the life of luxury. And she obviously felt the need to sustain this hugely expensive way of life. But it just got more and more corrupt, and her reputation went further and further down the toilet, and is where it's remained basically. And same for Ghislaine Maxwell, who was daughter of Robert Maxwell, who was fabulously rich press baron in England, who died in scandal and disgrace and corruption and bankruptcy, and left no money for her. So she had to go to America and seek her fortune. And rather than just get a job and get a flat like I would recommend, she fell in with Jeffrey Epstein and basically became his pimp in getting young underage women for him, and then for farming out to other people. That's the basis of the whole scandal, really. And got all kinds of rich and famous people involved. But I just keep thinking, did these women not know that you could go humble, go simple, go frugal, just get a job, get a flat, and live a simple life? And it just makes me think my way of life now, is so good. And it's a message that I'd like to share with the rich people, fabulously rich people, particularly their children, to say, you don't have to sustain that high level of lifestyle that your royal family, in Fergie's case, would maybe expect from you, or that you would expect from yourself. I mean, why not just get a flat and get a job, or travel around and get simple jobs? You can learn to teach English, you can do gardening, you can work in a hostel, stay for free, what travelers do. But it requires a bit of humility. And humility is it makes me appreciate the humility I'm always working on, because it makes me realize that I've managed to avoid all that corruption that I could have gone towards when I was offered big jobs, some of which smelled corrupt, and I avoided them because I thought I'd rather have my reputation, my integrity. I'd rather be able to sleep at night than have big money. So I've always ended up avoiding corrupt opportunities. And I'm so glad about it. I can live with myself now. I'm happy with myself. And I've always got my rucksack in the back of the car or on my back, and I'm always ready to sleep out when I can't get someone to stay, and that, or even when I go and stay with people, I sleep on the floor, and I really don't mind that. I like it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for a dry, warm place to sleep at night. That's all you need. You know, it doesn't have to be in a palace or a 7-star hotel. And I just wonder if these people had ever been told stuff like this. Like, had they ever had a talk from someone like me? Probably not, because I try to get into schools and give these talks, but the schools don't seem interested. In my impression, the schools are kind of grooming the kids to go into kind of proper jobs, proper careers, engineering, law, media, you know, administration, whatever. They don't want some traveller bum to come along and tell them, well, actually, you don't need to do all that. You can just hitchhike around and get simple jobs and see what comes up and have faith in the world. I'd like to get this message to people, because otherwise you could end up like Fergie or Ghislaine Maxwell, like desperately doing stuff to sustain your unsustainable, luxurious lifestyle, and probably end up much more miserable than your average traveller would be. Anyway, let me know what you think about all this, because I am very interested to know what you think. Okay, bye.